Okay, let's go to the 3 ingredients of a successful animal communication cake. Here we go. We have the ingredient with gift. We have the ingredient of skill. And then we have the ingredient of mastery. So what is this about? So you do know and have heard throughout the animal communication community where they say that everybody can communicate with animals, that everybody's got the gift, okay? So the gift is one element, one ingredient of animal communication. However, what I'd like to mention here is that I believe this particular ingredient is the one that we hear more often than the others. Would you agree? So when you are searching for courses or workshops to attend, or you're listening to videos or animal communicators talking about animal communication, they tend to talk about how everyone can do it. It's a gift. They'll say things like, just trust, let it flow, it will happen. It's natural ability. Would you agree? Yeah. But then what happens is that that's what you're most aware of. So then when you hit a point where you're, but it's not consistent, or I doubt myself, or I don't think I can do this, or I don't get anything back, then you wonder if you have the gift, because you're being told that everybody can do it and everybody's got a gift. Well, I want to say that actually the gift is just one ingredient. You also need skill, which is the other ingredient. And then you also have mastery, which is the third ingredient. And the 3 ingredients is what makes a successful animal communication. So the gift part is you're born with it. So that ingredient is already there. The skill, well, I want to salute you guys. You are definitely investing your time, your energy in the ingredient of skill. You're going out shopping for this skill and bringing home the skill and looking at how to create a cake mix using the skill. So you already got the gift, but now you're kind of in the skills part of it. And this is the part whereby if you understand that it's a combination of the gift, the skill, and the mastery that offers you the successful animal communication, you're not going to be as hard on yourself. The skill takes time. The skill can also be really just finding that one kind of a way that will help you, to fast track. So the skill is something that you can learn, which is good news. Because if you thought that that every aspect of animal communication is a gift, and then you hit a block, then no wonder some of you are actually questioning if you're the exception to the rule. So the skill part, I believe, is what many of you are currently in that place. All right. And then we'll talk about mastery in a minute, but I want to help you relate this to animal communication. So gift, skill, and mastery. The gift, the natural ability, is your intuition, is your ability to be psychic, is your ability to connect with energy, is your intuitive senses, is the telepathic. That is given. You've got it. Right? So what you do need to do is develop it, because we've forgotten it and it's not something that we use every day in our lives. Okay. The skill bit is the bit that most of us are wondering about. After a while, it's like, what questions do we ask? Communication skills, having the conversation where we say, well, I want more than just question and answer with my animal. I want to have a conversation. I want to have a 2-way conversation. I want to have a meaningful conversation. So that's the communication skill. And that is the bit we can learn. So most of your time when you're investing in learning is actually in the communication skill aspect. So for those of you who say, you know, oh, I don't know, you know, I've got lots of blocks. Well, then we move into the self-development and the inner work. That's the mastery bit. So we talked about in the workbook, the very first chapter, which was awareness. Awareness of what your mind's saying, awareness of how your body's reacting. You know, yesterday we spoke about how you want to be aware that if you're having thoughts of, I'm not good enough, how that is going to just sabotage any kind of communication that you're going to have. So your self-development is the self-awareness, catching your thoughts and then making sure that you don't go down that path, okay? So there's your 3 ingredients: your gift of your intuition, the communication skills, which you can learn and will always continue to learn, and then the self-development, which is the self-awareness. And that is actually very, very powerful. What do you make of this cake? Would you like this cake in your life? Would your animal like it if you bake this cake for them, where you combine your intuitive abilities with your communication skills and your self-awareness to have conversations with your animal so that if they were going through any issues, you can really connect in with this ability of yours combined with skill and self-awareness in order to receive the information that they want to send you, and then for you to converse with them about how you're going to be able to help them, and not just help them, but to offer them the quality of life that you know that they deserve and they want, and vice versa. They want a relationship with us too. They want to be able to help us. So if we don't know how to hear them, and they've got advice for us, and they've got guidance for us, and they've got wisdom for us, you know, often we say to them, tell me what you want, you know, or tell me what you need, or they might say, I need to tell you what you need to do, you know, because they see everything and they know our darkest moments because we confide in them. So they are actually in a position to give us guidance. So they would love to do that. So that to me is what the 3 ingredients of a successful animal communication conversation is. So which ingredient would you say is the one that you want to develop right here, right now, in this present moment? Okay, which ingredient or ingredients would you want to be developing right now to take you to the next stage